Welcome back, guys, to our next tutorial in coordinate geometry, which is going to be looking at a new formula called the dividing a line segment in a given ratio formula. Now, if you go to your log tables, again to page 18, you're going to see that it's the last formula on that page, which I'm now going to highlight so I know to include it in my repertoire of formulas I can use to solve a problem. So you can see now I've highlighted it at the bottom of the page. You can also see in the description on the right, it says point dividing PQ in the ratio A is to B. So it tells me what each of the letters mean in the formula. Now, as you can see from the diagram, P and Q are 2 points, where P is x1, y1 and Q is x2, y2. It's dividing the line in the given ratio A is to B, which will result in the coordinate C, which is xy. So that's why we can say the formula C is equal to B by x1 plus A by x2 over B plus A, and B by y1 plus A by y2 over B plus A. Now, when we look at using this as an example, like we will over here, we're going to make sure that our answer always looks like a coordinate, which means it should always have an x and a y value. It says find the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment A minus 1, 3 and B 4 minus 2. So straight away I'm going to label those x1, y1, x2, y2 in the ratio HK, 2 is to 1. Now in our formula it labels our ratio A is to B. So A is going to be 2 and B is going to be 1. The first thing I always do is I write out my formula. B by x1 plus A by x2 all over B plus A, B by y1 plus A by y2 all over B plus A. And now I'm going to fill in the numbers that I know. So B we know is 1 by x1, which is minus 1, plus 2 is A by x2, which is 4, all over 1 plus 2. Then we have 1 by y1, which is 3, plus A, which is 2, by y2, which is minus 2, all over 1 plus 2, which now I have 1 by minus 1 is minus 1, 2 by 4 is 8, all over 3, comma, 1 by 3 is 3, 2 by minus 4 is minus 4, 2 by minus 2 is minus 4, all over 3. So now my final answer is going to be minus 7 over 3, plus 7 over 3, because 8 minus 1 is plus 7. 3 minus 4 is minus 1 over 3, which means the coordinate I would have if I divided the line AB in the ratio 2 is to 1 would leave me with the coordinate 7, 3 and minus 1 over 3. Okay? So take a minute, guys. It is a new formula. Go back through it and then we're going to try a few. But now for a second we're going to look at example 2. Example 2 here says A 4 minus 3 and B minus 2, 0 are the endpoints of a line segment. So the first thing I like to do with problem solving is draw it. So I have 4 minus 3 and I have minus 2 and 0, which means what I have over here would be A is 4 minus 3. Sorry, other way around. And B, it doesn't really matter. B is minus 2 and 0. Okay? Now, the next thing I would see is they're telling me that the point P, which is 2 minus 2, divides AB in a ratio of HK. Okay? So the point P is somewhere here, which is 2 minus 2. And they want me to find the ratio of H's to K. H goes to K. Okay? So what I'm going to look at here, well, if I'm going from A to B and A to P, what do I do to my x value? We're going to look at this like a translation, like we did when we were looking at the area of a triangle. We're going to look at it like a translation, a nice little piece of maths. Okay, an important word that we need to know. To get from 4 to 2, I know I need to minus 2. To get from 2 to minus 2, because I'm looking at my x value to my x value, I know I need to minus 4. To get from minus 3 to minus 2, I know I need to plus 1. And to get from minus 2 to 0, I know I need to plus 2. So now I have a ratio for my x and my y value. So if I look at those over here, for my x value, my ratio is -2 goes to -4. To simplify this ratio, just like we would have in the junior cert, I'm going to divide both sides by the smaller number, which means my ratio is actually 1:2, and that's considering just my x values. If I consider my y values, it simply already told me that I just have 1:2. So that means that I know my ratio, therefore h goes to k, is equal to 1:2. And I did that using a fancy translation rather than a messy piece of algebra. Okay? So take a minute, guys, go back over this, add both examples into our notes, and then we're going to try a few questions. Thanks very much, guys.